I think these personal finance videos are hilarious. So we are going to go ahead and listen to people talk about their finances. I've never heard of this channel before, nor do I really care to find out. I want to kind of go into it blindly with you guys. So I guess we'll see what happens.
And welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layla, and we are back at the Beltline here in Atlanta, where I will be interviewing strangers and asking personal finance questions. It is quite a windy day, so hopefully all is good with the mic.
It's all right. You got
sun
the dead
is right
cat
at
on
my
the
face,
mic.
but as the sun sets, we should be good. And real quick, I want to say that before you think of leaving a rude comment, please reconsider, because personal finance is personal. I'm very grateful for everybody in this video who is willing to talk about their finances, and just remember that everybody has a different.
Yeah, it is kind of shitty whenever somebody comes in and like interviews you about your personal finance, and then you find out that their channel has 38,000 people, and that 42,000 of them are gonna hear about your shitty financial decisions. So I mean, let's let's figure it out.
Journey. So please be kind and enjoy. Okay, we are here with Kaylin. How old are you, Kaylin?
I am 29 years old.
May I ask how much debt you have?
Oh. Well, according to college loans, it is about between 10 and 15K.
Do you have, and is it student?
Honestly, you guys, 10 to 15K was not what I thought he was gonna say when he made that laugh.
Loans that you have, or
Yes,
anything else?
Student loans.
Have you ever had anything else besides that, like credit card debt, car loan?
Not credit card debt. I have a car loan that I do pay on, which I put like a couple $100s on that every month. But that big debt is probably my school loan that I have yet to to touch on yet.
Yeah.
Get it back. Yeah.
What'd you go to school for?
I went to school for business management. So I started in computer science, but
Honestly, I got some respect for this guy. He has student loans, sure, but he went in there for business management, which is applicable and useful in almost any facet of money-making ventures. He doesn't have any credit card debt, which is like puts him in the top tier of people. And like he just has a car loan. Like we've all had a car loan before. I mean, we can't all just be paying cash for car loans. You guys, if you see me scratching my face and like wiping my face so much, it's because my cat's been sitting in my lap and all his hairs are stuck to me, and like I'm really allergic to cats, so I'm sorry. Anyways, let's figure this out.
Into business management and got a bachelor's degree in that.
Okay, so do you use your degree now?
I did, but now I do full like content creation. So I used to be in the hospitality, so I was a general manager.
Content creator now, you guys. All of these clowns out here thinking that they can create content for a living. Well, not me. I think that I'm just sitting here watching YouTube videos, and I like you guys, and I want y'all to watch it with me because I'm lonely. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make any money off of this or anything like that. I don't have any delusions of grandeur, as we saw in the dark triad traits when we were talking about them earlier. But this guy seems like he's doing okay. He's got a green hat. He's got a white shirt. He's got a cross. He's got pants on. That's great, dude. He's
for a couple of years, and then worked my way up in hospitality, and then life happened, and I transitioned into content making. So
love it.
I guess I kind of do use my business management because I do talk deals with companies and things like that, but more so on the content side now.
Love it. Mm-hmm. How much do you
If you're worried, if you're confused about what this guy does for a living, basically he goes to small businesses and he helps them create social media posts. That's his whole job, is what I imagine.
Have in savings?
How much do I have in savings right now? It's probably a couple of $100s in my savings account right this minute, right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything invested?
Nothing invested, no.
Okay. Why is that? Do you want to get started investing?
Gotta invest, guys.
I would love to get started investing because I think that's a new stream.
Invest as a hedge against your retirement, because like honestly, your IRAs, your Medicare, like there's nothing saying that any of that shit's gonna exist whenever you do finally get to retire. So like, go get some investments. Please go invest something. $1 a day. $5 a week, auto reoccurring payment. Just do it. Do it. You're not going to miss the money, dude. When's the last time you bought a Starbucks coffee and you looked at your bank account and you're like, fuck? Never. You've never done that. Don't lie.
stream of income that can really help anybody. But I think I need to do a better job of financial literacy, what to invest in, what my interest is. So find an interest and invest in that interest. So, you know, I got kind of guess it's like baby steps for me.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, but I'm interested in open into learning what would be best suited for me and, you know, what I have going on.
Do you have, what would you say is your biggest financial?
Man, I could not talk to this girl, right? Look at this girl. She is gorgeous. Look at her. She is cute as hell, and I'd just be sitting there like, I'm bad with money, and I'm broke, and I've got debt. Oh, man, this guy has got the guts, bro.
Financial goal for this year,
for him.
if you have one.
My biggest he's just don't worry, the birds are loud over there. My biggest financial goal right now, if I had to say for this year, because in my content creation, what I do like comedy, so I travel. My biggest financial goal would be able to really fund a year of comedic like tours.
Okay.
So like go from different states to really.
He's a comedian. That's why he's got this like presence about him. He's literally practiced. That's why he's doing well in this interview.
Get my name out there. So that would be my biggest financial goal as of right now.
And he's actually probably leveraging this too. I wonder if they're going to do a shout out for his.
Is to, his pay off the debt. Comedy. That'll be great. But also fund the business that I'm like really pushing towards right now. So that would be my biggest goal right now.
Okay. And one more question related to finance. Okay. How do you feel about finances right now, like the economy in general? Do things feel tight, inflation, anything like that?
So in terms, because I am a working guy, I come from a 9-to-5, but even in content creation, I work every day.
That baby was asleep. That baby's straight up asleep. Look at him. He's
in content creation.
That dude is napping hard, bro. Look at him.
I work every day, so things are definitely inflated, which is scary because not too many. We're in a space right now where one stream of income is not enough.
Yeah.
Whether you have a good job or not, it's like I meet people all the time who are like, oh, I do this, and that. So the economy, I'm optimistic about getting back to a good economy, making eggs not $12, the milk not $15.
Yeah.
But it's going to take a lot of helping and knowledge, because I think a lot of that stuff is whatever they say, okay, we'll go with it, but it's like what's really happening. So we have a chance.
You know what I found out recently, you guys? If you like add up all the percentages over the last 4 years of inflation that have been happening, we have been absolutely screwed. Go look it up. It's really bad. It's really bad. Year to year, it's like pretty egregious. But when you like start to see the compounding percentages, it's like we can just undo inflation. We're pretty screwed, you guys. Like we should definitely stop spending so much money. Just in general.
To get it back to good, wherever that point is, I don't know because I'm not an expert in it, but I think it could definitely be better than where we are right now.
Yeah. I feel the same way. I had a full-time job before, and I always had extra streams of income because it's like I need more money.
Of course.
Well, do you want to promote yourself?
Yeah. So actually,
here's the plug, baby. Let's see, comedy.
I do content creation, but I also do entertainment, comedy, hosting, private events, and things of that nature. So on Instagram, you can find me at KStriggs, KSTRIGGS. That's 2 G's and 2 S's. So yeah, I'm comedian KStriggs on Facebook as well. So
I can never like keep up whenever people yell out their handles on things. I just can't. Maybe I'm just my smooth brain. I don't know.
Talk the same thing. So yeah.
Love it. Thank you for doing this.
No, thank you guys.
All right, y'all. We are here with Rob. Rob, how much debt do you have?
Oh, I like that dude's shirt, dude. Where do I get one of these shirts? No limit T-shirt. Let's see how much it is. No limit T-shirt, bear in hat. No limit. Is it records? It looks like there's like a theme here. No cap. No limit. No limit T-shirt. I guess it's like a one-off T-shirt, bro. I can't find it. If not you, then who? Anyways.
Maybe like $6,000.
What type of debt is that?
Unpaid bills. Some that I plan to pay, some that I will never pay. You hear that, Comcast? Never paying.
So it's like older bills that You feel like you shouldn't.
Yep.
Are there any credit cards in there? Or anything?
No. I think they should have fell off my credit.
Bro, what's with people not having credit card debt? I love to hear it, but like I love to hear them not having the debt. I don't like to hear them not having the cards. Because I can tell you right now that I've gotten like thousands of dollars in free travel because of credit cards. It's amazing. It's really a scam in the system if you do it right.
Okay, got it. May I ask how much?
If you have any questions about that, let me know. I'll try to explain it to you. I would love to help you get some free flights to places and experience things without having to pay for them. I would love that for you.
How much you have in savings?
About $2,000.
$2,000. Okay. Do you have anything invested?
No.
Do you plan on getting started with investing?
Yep. As soon as I get out of this little.
Look, guys, that's the wrong mentality. When you say the words as soon as I X, as soon as I Y, as soon as I Z, if you're doing that, you're screwing yourself over because there's always a reason not to do it. But the one reason you should do it is because you should do it. Yeah. Go invest in some things.
Financial tornado that I mean.
As in the debt tornado?
As in the debt, and then just, the everyday trying to maintain, keep my head above water and making a wave when I can.
Yeah. In relation to that, how do you feel about the economy right now, finances, inflation, that sort of thing?
I think everything's going up except my paycheck.
Right.
So, I think it's a system that's flawed. It can be fixed, but it takes a desire to fix it as well as the dedication to make sure that the plan gets enacted to help us out.
Right.
Help us out.
Yes.
Yeah.
And can I ask what you do for a living?
Daycare teacher.
Okay. What do you make doing that?
I make about $18 an hour.
Okay. Do you feel fairly compensated? Oh, really?
Sometimes.
Okay.
When we get bad kids, not so much.
Right.
When we get the good kids, yeah, it's cool.
Kids are hard.
Yeah.
And if you
18 seems pretty low for a daycare teacher. All right, hold on. Let's figure it out. You know what? We're gonna go to ask ChatGPT on this one. I've been Googling a lot of things, but we're gonna ask ChatGPT. Average pay for a daycare teacher. Is a daycare teacher different than like a daycare like nanny or what? 35 to 40K. Entry level is 25 to 30. How can you afford to have that job anywhere? Isn't it like a really important job to have, is to take care of people's children? Like, you would think that they would get paid more, at least more than $18 an hour. I'm like 25, 22, 23. You got to pay taxes too. So it's like you're screwed.
you have a financial goal for this year, what would you say that is?
If I can save another $10,000 by the end of the year, I'd consider that a success.
Love it. Thank you so much for doing this.
Dude, saving $10,000 a year. You know what? Honestly, let's figure this out. So, like, if you have, okay, so it's $10,000 a year. If you have $10,000 a year, and that's not $10,000 a year, and then you have 52 weeks, that would be $192 a week. That is no joke, dude. That is not that $5 that I was telling you should save every once in a while. That's a lot of money. $192 a week. That's a goal, my dude. That is great. I really hope you can do that.
Yeah. This is the hard part to me because I don't like the rejection.
Absolutely despise that song. You know what's funny? I actually didn't know Bad Bunny was a guy. Like, I swear to God, and not in, like 3 weeks ago, I found out that Bad Bunny is a guy. Like, some guy rapper or whatever he sings, a singer or whatever, like a guy said that, I want my name to be Bad Bunny. Like, I picture like Playboy ears when I think that, like, and then I heard some of his music, and then I was like, this is awful. It just keeps repeating over and over again. Like, granted, you guys, I'm a metalhead. I like metal music. This is not my genre. I listen to pop music too. I listen to a lot of different stuff. And one thing, actually, I listen to a very large variety of music, not that y'all asked. And one thing about it is that I really like certain music. I absolutely hate some other music, so I'm very biased.
Any of you be willing to answer some questions on your finances? Yeah, Bobby, come on. Thank you.
Oh, Bobby.
All right, we are here with Steven. How old are you?
35.
Do you have any debt?
I would say kind of like a personal debt right now. School, finance.
What kind of other debt is there? Like, you have business debt? Like, who cares about your business debt, bro? Like, tell me your personal debt.
For the bank as well. So I had to claim like bankruptcy because I got scammed before. So it was kind of like an idiotic idea.
Yeah.
Because I gave the person my card and there. Just my card, but not my social security, thank God.
Yeah.
I had to close everything out from all labels and stuff like that. So
I mean, you can just close down the card. You can just shut the card off. You don't have to, like, file bankruptcy. There's something missing out
feel
of that.
like I try to like start from scratch.
Yeah. And did you know the person who had your credit card? Or that's very important. I feel like people do fall victim to scams pretty often. How did that happen?
What happens then, I think it was he talked about himself as a company called for, I forgot, it was like 10 years ago. I forgot what it was.
It's 10 years ago, which means his bankruptcy is dropping off, you guys. Oh, that's great. Oh, let's see, what date was this? How long ago was this posted? 3 days ago.
I wish if I catch that dude, I'm going to get him. Wherever you is, you're not going to hide. You're going to hold yourself accountable.
Karma will come.
Karma will come for
He's
you.
been hiding for
But
10 years.
it was basically, he was like from New York. He called himself Nick.
Okay. And one more question. What would you say is your biggest financial
Nick from
goal
New
for
York.
2025?
Bro, right now, just looking for working from home type of thing.
Okay.
And see what I can do. The money, if the work pays and I pay off all my school debts and everything, I'll be set.
Okay. Love it.
Set.
Awesome. Well, it sounds like you have a fresh start, so I wish you luck, and thank you so much for doing this.
Hope someone serves.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We're here with Sadhu. How old are you?
I'm 20.
And do you have any debt?
No debt.
Goodness.
Awesome.
All right,
have you ever had any debt?
I got
no.
a cat. I'm allergic
Okay.
to
Did
it.
you go to school?
Yeah, I went to college.
Did you
Here's
have
my
scholarships, or how did you pay for that
nose.
to not have debt?
2 of the years was like funded through like my high school technically, and then like 4 of the years were, and then 2 of the years I like was working at a job. They did like tuition reimbursement.
Love it.
For
Amazing.
doing.
Did you graduate already? Are you working? Or?
I graduated back in May.
Okay. And what did you go to school for?
Computer science, but I was working in cybersecurity.
Okay. Are you working now?
No, I quit my job in October.
Okay.
And I have a business that I run.
Nice. What's your business?
My business is about doing custom apparel and merchandise for businesses, clubs, events, organizations.
Love it. Love it.
All that.
And do you have anything in savings?
So he makes t-shirts for a living, guys.
How much do you have in savings?
I have about like 50,000 savings.
Very good. Very good. How about investing?
Like around the same amount.
What are you invested in, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what's your portfolio made up of?
I
Let
don't
me
do a
guess.
lot of
It's
work.
crypto. My guess is a dude that prints off t-shirts is invested in crypto. Let's find out.
So probably like ETFs.
Okay.
And then
ETFs.
like short-term treasury ETFs.
Okay.
Does that like, I don't know, it's
ETFs, you guys.
like calm.
Yeah.
And then I have like a high yield savings account, but that's just like a savings again.
Very good. Where did you learn about finances to do all this stuff?
Probably my friends, you know. I don't know, it's just like I just hear about it and I'm like, okay, let me check it out.
You have good friends then.
Yeah.
20, right? You said you're 20?
Yeah, I'm 20.
Wow, very good. So you're going to
Gotta be
be
careful
set.
listening to your friends for investment advice.
How do you feel about the economy?
It's actually against the law to give people financial advice unless you're like registered to do so with the government, I guess, or it's like a regulated industry. So be careful when you give people advice, guys.
Right now in general, like inflation? That's
A matter of fact, when you go on YouTube and you look at any investment guys like on the internet, they will purposefully avoid telling you to invest into specific things because it's illegal.
sort of thing.
I think like one of the biggest problems right now with like inflation and all that is the cost of goods going up.
Yeah.
And like there's not a lot of ways to like bring the cost of goods down for like the general people. And like when you're doing like when you're having to buy a lot of stuff though for events and stuff, then like that's like a huge problem. Like how much like t-shirts cost, water bottles, things like that. And so that's why I have the business too.
Right.
Because like things are just getting expensive and people need it for cheaper.
Yes.
So.
Yeah. Can I ask how much you're making from your business on an annual basis? Or I guess you recently started.
Yeah, it's like relatively recent. Right now, it's about like personally or as a business.
Both.
Okay, sure.
Said yes.
Personally, around like 15,000
Okay.
a month, and then the business about 50,000.
That's great. Good for you. Love it. And do you have any
15K
financial goals for
a month?
2025?
Probably not. I'm very happy spending money. Actually moving to Colombia soon to spend more money.
Country,
The
Colombia?
country, Colombia.
He's Colombian. I don't know if
Oh,
you spoke.
that's super cool. We're gonna have to talk to him.
Yeah.
But
Never shout out the cameraman. They sit behind the camera. They are nobody. They are nothing. They are worthless. Do not ever shout out the cameraman. They do not exist. I'm just kidding. I'm a cameraman, actually.
no, it's like just having fun. I'm 20, so
Yeah.
I mean, I have a camera. I might be a man. I have a mustache.
financial goals are like to earn more money, but also like use my money to fund my life.
I love it.
Have
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah, of course.
We are here with Keshav. How old are you?
I'm 24.
And may I ask if you have any debt?
I have real estate debt,
Okay.
but not like personal debt. Yeah.
Is that your personal home or is it like investing?
It's
real estate?
investing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you profitable?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
cool. How many properties do you own?
I own 2 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And may I
a
ask how
property
much
investor,
those
you guys. He's
total
a
up to,
smart
the
man.
debts that you have?
A couple $100,000.
Okay, not
Yeah.
bad at all. And that's here in Georgia?
Yeah, it's here in Atlanta.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if that includes his investments into his properties, if it's hundreds of thousands of dollars of credit card debt.
And what did you go to school for if you did go to school?
I study finance.
Okay, very nice.
Thank you.
Okay, then not credit card debt if he studied finance.
Did you work in finance at all?
Yeah, I worked in private equity out of college
Okay.
for like a real estate private equity firm.
How did you like that?
I personally hated it.
Okay.
I
Why
think
is
that I like doing
Yeah,
my
it
own
sounds
thing.
like that job
I like
sucks.
like challenging the status quo, asking a lot of questions. I think that working in a large organization that has a lot of structure, like for some people it's really helpful.
Yeah.
For me, I kind of like
It's
having my
boring.
own
It's
structure.
lame, you guys.
So like I think I learned a
Don't
lot.
work for
and, like,
large companies.
The place I worked, I mean, like incredible
They're
operators.
stable, but they don't care about you at all. And don't work for small companies. Work for yourself. No one will ever pay you as much as you're willing to pay yourself. Remember that.
Incredible team. I really learned a lot. I enjoyed it, but I wouldn't do it again.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So what do you do now?
I have my own business.
Is it with Sadu, the same business? Or is it?
We're partners in that business, but I'm more of a silent partner.
Okay.
I actually own
Not anymore. He just unsilenced himself to 43,000 people. He's not a silent partner anymore. Not.
a construction business.
Nice.
We import building materials from Vietnam, India, and China, and we sell mainly for apartment projects
Okay.
all over the U.S.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And can I ask how much you're making in business revenue and in personal revenue from that?
This year, we're probably going to be like low 8 figures in revenue.
Okay.
Personal revenue, I'm making nothing.
Okay.
Like, I'm not taking anything from my business. It's all just like savings,
reinvesting.
investments, stuff like that.
Got it.
Like external that I'm doing.
Okay.
Because I think that, like,
So he's supplementing his income with external investments and spending his savings so he can reinvest all the profit into the business so he doesn't have to pay taxes on it. And also he can probably have more equity in the business as a whole.
like
Smart.
this
I like
business
it.
is really cash flow heavy, and it needs a lot of investment to grow.
Yeah.
So, like, if we want to take it to that next step, it kind of has to be put back in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How do you feel about the economy right now? Inflation, that sort of thing.
Honestly, I
Sucks.
think that, like, it's going to be really confusing, right? So, like, I think that Trump's tariffs, like, put a lot of things into, like, I'm not exactly sure. So, like, we import a lot, right? So, like, we import from China,
Yeah.
Vietnam. Like, Mexico is, like, a big one. We sell a lot of appliances, and, like, most appliances are, like, manufactured in, like, China, like,
Yeah, but the tariffs are going to get paid by the people who buy the products here. They're not going to get paid by the people who are shipping them into the United States. It just raises the cost of the products and goods because it gets paid on the back end when we buy stuff. You guys, don't be fooled about tariffs and what they're for. Like in general, even if you like Trump, go look up what tariffs are, please. I mean, they're just not. It's not how they
Southeast
work,
Asia
so.
and like Mexico, and like appliance prices are going to probably go up 10 to 20% across the board because, and that's like one example, but it's going to ripple across the entire ecosystem.
Yeah.
Also, cost of labor is going to go up a lot, especially in construction, because I think a lot of people are getting deported.
I think that people need to get paid more for the things that they do, and then they can afford to pay all the extra inflation from the tariffs, and then hopefully we also don't have to pay income tax anymore. If that happens, I'm going to be happy because I don't consume very many goods in general. I don't buy a lot of stuff. So, like, it can't be passed on to me if I don't buy more stuff. It's going to be a consumer's issue.
Right? Like, I mean, good or bad, like, it's going to change a lot. Construction costs are going to definitely go up a lot. We're already seeing it. Like, a lot of the crews that we work with are, like, starting to charge more. They're getting it, like, they're finding it harder to find labor.
I'm working on a construction project right now, you guys. I'm glad I'm getting in whenever I am. So if you have anything you need to get built, you better get it built, bro. You better get it built.
As well.
Yeah.
I think that, like, construction costs are going to go up a lot. Everything else, I'm not as sure. Like, real estate's probably going to do relatively well. My guess is that, like, this current federal government's probably going to push down interest rates.
Yeah.
Which is going to, like, boost the economy from, like, a spending perspective. It's going to probably raise property values. I don't know. Costs probably going to go up.
Yeah. I don't think I asked this yet, but how much do you have in savings and investments?
Like, personally, a couple $100,000.
Okay. And do you have any big financial goals for 2025?
Honestly, no. I'm kind of, like, heads down, like, working on my business. Or, yeah, like, primarily the construction one.
I like this guy.
I'm currently under contract on a couple of larger commercial properties that I'm, like, partnering with some LPs on.
Okay.
So ideally, I'd like to close on some of them this year, but, like, right now, yeah, it's primarily the construction business that I'm
He's gonna have
focused
a
on.
lot of
Got
money
it.
when he gets
Love it. Well,
older.
best of luck, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you so
He's
much.
gonna hate his life,
All right, y'all.
though.
That is a wrap for today. Thank you so much for watching. I would really appreciate if you give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already. Shout out again to Sebastian behind the
Sebastian, the Colombian man behind the camera. Anyways, this is actually pretty good. I think I'm going to subscribe to this. Like, I kind of enjoyed this. Let's check the comments out. First dude didn't consider a car loan as debt and said he throws a few $100s at it. That's a huge problem. Seems like a great dude. Hopefully his content takes off and he can pay off that debt. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, hats off to you for having the courage to keep talking to strangers on the Beltline. I'm sure with every yes, you get 50 no's. Keep it up. Yes, because people don't want to talk to you about their finances. Duh. Like, who's... All right, chat, go ahead and put into the chat right now something about your finances and let me know how you're doing. Here, I'll wait. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, anyways, you guys, I think that I am going to get off of stream for tonight.